Yes, people, welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. I hope you are all well. In today's West Ham news show, I am going to be discussing all of the latest West Ham news, of course. Talk a little bit about Bowen and Rice and Sevilla, and how Craig Dawson has been carrying an injury match for but still being available for every single Premier League match this season. Extraordinary, I know, but we're going to get into that a little bit later on. I'll firstly want to point you in the attention of my show later on. It's going to be a good one, 5 o'clock UK time on West Ham Official. I'm going to be getting some insight on Sevilla from presenter of La Liga TV, Semra Hunter. We're going to be talking all about Sevilla, all about the tie, and what we can expect from our Spanish opponents. So that's definitely not one to miss on West Ham Unofficial. So make sure you're in the live chat, putting in your questions for Semra at 5 o'clock UK time today. So that will run through till 5:30. Then we'll do the preview a little bit later on. So, without further ado, let's get into the subject of this video. I'm going to start off with the Dawson shenanigans, and then I'm going to get into potentially Bowen and Rice not being available for Sevilla. Right then, so this is the article on comeonyourminds.com about West Ham's Craig Dawson. So ex-WHU employee has revealed that West Ham United defender Craig Dawson has needed injections to get through most of the season. With key men such as Declan Rice and Jarrod Bowen both fitness doubts at the moment, upcoming knockout stage Europa League clash versus Sevilla this week is the focus for those two players now. However, one man who has had to play through the pain barrier for most of the season has been Dawson. Indeed, we're talking on the West Ham Way podcast. X outlined his understanding of the Englishman situation. There is a dilemma of whether you give Bowen the pain injections to get him through the game. Before adding, Dawson, for example, he has been playing on pain injections throughout the whole, pretty much the most of this season. So basically what West Ham and David Moyes are doing here is thinking, right, we haven't signed a centre-back, have we? So we need Dawson at all costs there. He's carrying some sort of injury. Let's give him pain injections, and somehow he's getting through it. And out of the two centre-backs that's currently starting, it looks to me more like Zuma's limping at times than it is Dawson. Dawson looks absolutely fine. I wouldn't know he's been carrying an injury if this wouldn't have came out over the last few weeks. And I think how he's getting through it and being available for every single game is extraordinary. This guy's in his mid-30s, and he Dawson, something like that. Let me have a look, so I'm not spitting rubbish. Craig Dawson. There we go. So not Dawson's estate agent, Craig Dawson. Craig Dawson is 31 years old, so he's in his 30s, and he's making himself available for every single Premier League match. Somehow he's getting through the pain barrier, which, you know what, it's my centre-back. He is my centre-back. I love Craig Dawson anyway, but this is just a Craig Dawson thing, isn't it? And this is exactly what he does. And it's a credit to him, because we're not only playing in the Premier League, we've played in the FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Europa League. We've got the Europa League Thursday night, then back to the London Stadium on Sunday against Aston Villa. There's games galore, and there's chances he's probably going to start both of those games. And, a credit to him. But now the dilemma that David Moyes has currently got is, we know Bowen is probably going to be, we've been told, out for the Sevilla game and the Aston Villa game. We've heard Declan Rice might be in Seville. We don't know. We aren't 100% sure. Of course, we'll get better team news as more the day goes on today and tomorrow. But the issue now is the same word. These injections have worked on Dawson. Should we just give Bowen and Rice these injections and get them out there? And is that against the rules in some way? Because isn't that like drugging up a player, giving them pain injections before a game? I didn't think you're allowed to do that, but you obviously are. West Ham wouldn't be doing it, and publicly, X wouldn't be publicly, putting it out there if it wasn't legal in the whole football world to do that. So I've learned something new. I didn't think you were able to do that, and you obviously are. And it's a dilemma now whether David Moyes just sits on his hands and thinks, I need Bowen, I need Rice, I'm going to stick out their injuries and get them back to full fitness properly. I'll go, you know what, come here, lads, bang, bang, get out there and play for West Ham again. I don't know. It's a bit of a strange thing to try and discuss, if I'm honest, because I don't think I've ever seen this before, where players have been given pain injections and all of a sudden the injury that they've had or Dawson has overcome this injury. But would David Moyes have done this if we had 2 or 3 centre backs waiting to come on? Probably not. But considering David Moyes has looked and think, oh, all I've got is the youngsters and D-Hop, I need Craig Dawson. So what he's done, and especially this might have happened whilst Zuma was out as well. So that would have meant at all costs he had to start Dawson, because Diop was starting as well, and he didn't really want to start a youngster in a Premier League game. So at all costs, David Moyes and West Ham and Craig Dawson has been starting this season, which is a credit to Craig Dawson at the age of 31. You've got to say, because his performances have been superb this season. And I'm not just saying that because I like him. The amount of crucial blocks he puts in every game, which goes unnoticed by so many fans. The crucial blocks, the challenges, just the overall hard-working, brutal, old-fashioned centre-back that we all like as a West Ham fan. West Ham fans like Craig Dawson because, yes, he's going to make the odd mistake, but he will always put in 100%. He will always try for the team, and we know we're going to get that from Craig Dawson. And this just backs it up even more that he is playing through injuries for a significant amount of time. But whether we do that with precious players like Declan Rice or Jared Bowen, as a poster even right at the top, but I'm going to wave to him as well. But I've got Declan Rice here. Whether we do that with those players, we'll have to wait and see. But if we don't do that with those players, and we are without Rice and Bowen for Sevilla tomorrow. Of course, we're going to talk about this on the preview tonight, and the show is Semra at 5:00 this evening. Obviously, Declan Rice won't be starting, so the midfield will be shaken up. I expect Mark Noble to start after his fantastic 30-minute spell against Liverpool. Will Souček start? Probably. And then out on the right, the attacking options in the 10 will probably be Benrahma, probably. You then got Vlasic on the right, Fornals on the left, and Antonio up top, giving Lanzini a rest and Lanzini to come off of Benrahma on the 70th minute. That is the David Moyes. That is the David Moyes substitution. So that's what I expect to happen if these players are out. Of course, if they're back, it'll be Rice and Souček in midfield, Bowen out on the right, with Vlasic on the bench as an option, with Lanzini to come on the 60th, 70th minute if needed. But we're going to talk about the Sevilla game more on the preview, but I am really, really looking forward to it. Thanks everybody for watching this West Ham news show. It's just a development to see what happens with Dawson, whether he continues in his top form and continues being fully fit, and what David Moyes does with Declan Rice and Jared Bowen. Does he inject them, or does he let them run out their injury spell and get them back to full fitness properly as and when that is? Thanks everybody for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, drop a like on the video, subscribe to West Ham Unofficial. If you are new, check out our channel sponsors SRM Carver and Son by clicking the link in the description down. And that's it from me. I'll catch you tonight, 5:00, 7:00, previews, insight on Sevilla, captured in. Come with your iron sand. Let's beat Sevilla. Why not? Why not? See you next time, guys. Bye-bye.